OC. Viewer discretion is advised. Incoming transmission in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What's up, guys? It's us back on a Thursday. Sorry if you missed us. We have been very hectic and the winter bug is hitting all of us. So Courtney can't be here with us. She's enjoying her friend's wedding. So enjoy that, Courtney. Have a great time. But I thought we'd talk about some other passions we have other than just wrestling. I know we're all very big wrestling nerds, but we are also very niche nerds. We have our own special subjects, things we're excited about in our own little fandoms. And 2025 already has been an exciting year of announcements that I thought we'd just dive in and talk about things that we're interested in leading up to the close to the end of 2024 and going into 2025. So, with that, go for it, G. What were you going to say?
I think the first one we should talk about is one that I think we're all very excited for, GTA 6.
I mean, if we want to go straight in with one of arguably the most anticipated games forever, and
I know I'm excited for it. I'm pretty much sure Reese is excited for it.
Like 100%.
It's quite interesting because I saw a TikTok a couple of days ago where it was like it's going to be the last ever GTA Christmas, because like I know a lot of my mates and everyone used to get on around the Christmas period and would just do like GTA like races and all the stupid like, you know, like the create your own crash course like levels you can do and stuff. They would sit there for ages and do like that, and they were like, "Oh, it's going to be our last ever GTA Christmas." Like,
but it's not.
No, of GTA 5. What you've got to realize is what GTA 5 has been with us for nearly 6 to 7 years.
Yeah.
GTA 5 came out, like September 2013, so it's been out a long time.
So, like, it's such a crazy leap to now know we are on the horizon of getting a GTA 6. I'm interested in the game, especially story mode wise, because I liked how they showed the dynamic of both a male and female character, and their stories seemed intertwined. Like whatever the male character did, the female character did in reverse. So I don't know if we're going to kind of do what GTA 5 did of swapping between characters, which I think will be
cool.
Yeah, I think that'll be really unique. I'm a little skeptical because there's been heavy rumors on they're going to make the online service of it a subscription service.
Oh, so I don't like that.
Exactly. GTA 5 never really had that. You had like obviously you could pay like a premium to play and get like in-game currency and vehicles and all cool bundles, like a battle pass basically. And I'd be fine with that if that's how the model is. But a lot of people are saying you have to pay to get the online play with everyone at the moment.
I can't tell you the amount of days I spent running to the casino in GTA 5 just to spin the wheel and try and get the car.
Yeah. I think a lot of us all have like a GTA 5 like story, because I used to do, for me, it was I used to always try and find the biggest hills you could and motorbike it and just see how far I could fly with a motorbike.
Oh yeah.
And just
I mean, even going back to like GTA 4 to this day, I still play it. It's probably my favorite game. That and Fallout New Vegas are my two favorite games. I still play those all the time. But with GTA 6 is a bit of a weird one for me because not only, I mean, when it comes to GTA Online, I kind of tapped out a while ago just because I thought it became more of a pay-to-play kind of thing. Like you had to grind a lot if you weren't going to buy the shark cards.
Yeah.
But with GTA Online, I think it's made Rockstar a little bit complacent. I think the fact that you didn't have any story mode DLC was a travesty. Seeing as though in GTA 4, The Lost and Damned and the Ballad of Gay Tony were amazing. But with GTA 5, again, like we had a trailer come out last year, and that's the last thing we've ever heard about it. I mean, the rest has been like outside rumors from like different sources, but we never actually heard from Rockstar Games.
I think what's quite daunting as well is other games that I've personally been interested in had that situation if they dropped a trailer went in the dark to develop, and then they've never appeared. Like, do I need to remind people of Beyond Good and Evil and what happened with that? Like,
Let's not go into that because I freaking love that game.
so do I.
So-
And that's what my concern is as well. Like, as
What-
Bree said,
What I think's happened here is you had that leak, the famous leak where they released a lot of information about GTA 6, the hackers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rockstar overcompensated and released a trailer. I mean, don't get me wrong.
And
the
they
game-
weren't developed into it enough to.
Well, the game looked pretty well, like in the trailer. It looked very well.
Yeah.
Vice City looked beautiful, but you got a release date at the end of that trailer saying March 2025, and we haven't heard anything else. Like
Yeah.
nothing. Like that. There's no way that game is going to be released in 2025 at the earliest. At the earliest, November 2025. I don't even know if it's going to be 2025. I have a feeling they'll delay it.
Games to develop. They take so long.
Yep.
Yeah, massively. Long periods to release it.
We don't know when they started working on GTA 6, though. That's the other side of the
That's
coin.
a good thing.
Like, they could
have been working on it for years at this point.
They did.
Yeah.
There's rumors. I think it was called Liberty or something. It had a code name going all the way back to about 2014. So apparently they started working on the code for the initial game way back, just after they released GTA 5. So it's been in development for a long time.
Yeah.
But my point is, it's I think Rockstar's hand was forced by what was going on, and I think the way that they decided to respond was, let's show that it actually is this is the information that we're deciding to bring out.
Yeah, let's show them that it's true, we've got it. It's under development.
Yeah, I get what you guys are saying. They did it as like a haha, you got us with the leak, but these are the things you didn't show.
Though. When the hackers hack and they take the information, they're like, Rockstar kind of probably was forced into it because they don't want the hackers to reveal everything that they're going to reveal.
Well,
damage control, basically.
At least GTA did it the good way of doing it. I don't know if you guys know what happened with Spider-Man 2's fiasco. So
no, I don't know. I don't think so.
All of 2025, Spider-Man 2 was meant to have a DLC. All of the DLC was meant to be leading to it into the Spider-Verse game mode where you could pick different Spider-Men and do missions with your mates, and you would play different alternative Spider-Men. And they were going to do Carnage. They were going to make it go all the way to Anti-Venom as well, from what the leaks were saying. Because someone leaked all of it and their set plan and the actual prices, because they literally had a roadmap of prices and what DLC was going to drop when, they decided we're not giving you the DLC now. They scrapped the whole DLC. They were like, yep, no.
That sucks. Why would you do that? I don't understand why you put it to the common person.
It hurts the fans that, I didn't even know the leak existed until I literally searched Spider-Man 2 DLC because I was excited because I was like, wow, Spider-Man 1 had DLC. I want to see what 2 brings. And then they were like, all I read as articles as all the DLC scrapped because of leak. I'm like, come on, man, that sucks. Because that's people's hard work as well. Like, people take games for granted in these leaks. Don't get me wrong, I can appreciate a leak if I'm super excited about a game and I know that content is still going to come out. But I also understand companies' right to turn around and say, oh, you're going to screw us out of what we want to present you? Cool, we're not going to do it. Because business-wise, you leak content early, people aren't going to buy it because now they know the content's there. Whereas other times, if they announce it with a trailer and get the excitement there, you're going to be more interested in it because they've presented it the way they wanted to, not just a leaker with dodgy photos being like, haha, here's what I found. Like, it sucks.
I think sometimes it works in companies' favors, though. I mean, there's a famous example of Saints Row 2 was leaked way back in the day, and it made people more excited for the game because they saw the improvements on what happened from the first one.
Of course.
Well, this is what I'm saying. It's how companies treat it. Like, you can always make it an advantage, where I think that's what Rockstar kind of did from how you were saying as well, Reese, with like, it felt like they forced their hand, but they were like, cool, you want to force our hand? We'll drop the fact of, the running joke of GTA 6 is never going to happen. We'll drop the fact of, oh no, it's official. Rockstar have gone, here's GTA 6 then, because if you want to leak us, we'll show you it. Whereas other companies go, we're not going to do it. And it's the toss of a coin. It always is.
I want GTA 6 to be released in its most perfect form. So I honestly don't mind if it's released tomorrow or in 2 years, to be honest, at this point.
Than getting a new game and it being glitchy as hell because it's not right.
Cyberpunk.
Well, it seems to be the case nowadays where like companies like Ubisoft and Activision think it's all right to release games that aren't finished. And I'm not sure why.
Yeah. As I said, I literally gave a perfect example of Cyberpunk. Everyone was so excited for that game and they rushed the release of it to it was really buggy and everything. Now they've had the time to fix all the bugs and give more content. The game is absolutely perfect now, but I would have rathered it be released in its perfect form. Push it back if you need to. I understand business-wise that hurts the business more, but it's worth it for the payoff.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Like, I tell you what else hurts as a business. At the end of the day, these days games cost upwards from £50 to like £70 a pop, right?
£70 minimum for a PlayStation 5 game on release.
Right, so here you go. That perfect example. Like, if you release a game half baked, you've paid all that money for it. You're going to get refunds because people don't want it like that. So it's going to hurt the business in the long run. I don't understand why you would want to hurt your fan base, like a fan base that has been loyal. Like, here's a great example: Assassin's Creed. I don't understand what's going on with Assassin's Creed lately. Like, I feel like they're just churning them out, even though that fan base has been incredibly loyal.
I feel like we haven't had a decent Assassin's Creed game since Black Flag.
Whoa! I will not have that slander. I will not have that slander.
Wow.
I thought Valhalla was pretty good.
Origins was sick. Origins was so good.
I thought Valhalla was pretty good. I didn't mind Origins.
Wasn't too bad. But I haven't solely enjoyed one since Black Flag.
I loved Origin. I thought Origin was a great one. That was the all the way back to traditional Egypt, and all of that. I thought that one was sick. But I think that's I'm biased to Egyptian mythology anyway. So yeah. Anyway, speaking of Assassin's Creed, I was actually going to bring this up in things to talk about. Assassin's Creed Shadow has been pushed back on its release date because they said they want to polish things. They don't want to rush it. Assassin's Creed Shadow is one I'm super looking forward to because of it being in Tokyo, Japan, in the Edo period. So it's going to be all samurais. And yeah, it looks awesome from the trailers and stuff. Also, Will Ospreay representing it at All In was freaking awesome to see because that's just also great marketing. Hey, this wrestler who calls himself the Aerial Assassin, let's make him come out to Assassin's Creed. Super dope.
Not to be that guy, but hasn't there been like a lot of controversy about this game because of the character?
If you're on about Yasuki, yes, because Yasuki is a lot of people believe it's an urban myth or it was Japanese mythology that was wrote wrong and misinformed. Yasuki is meant to be the first black samurai that came over into Japan, and that's what they're basing the character on. But apparently, it was debunked. Yasuki was a made-up story that this Japanese journalist wrote all those years ago. But even then, Yasuki's been made in other interpretations. There's nothing wrong with them using that character because that character has existed. That character is knowledgeable of the whole thing that sells with that is he was the first black samurai in Japan. And I don't really care if he is or isn't. I don't care for the ethnicity of it. As long as it's a good story to tell and you play it correctly as the way his samurai is, like, if you still respect the traditions of being a samurai, I'm fine with it. If you don't, then I'm not happy. Like, Assassin's Creed is very good at not doing cultural appropriation like other games have done in the past. Like, they do their research. They make sure they're not dicks about it. Like, take Valhalla, for example. That is such a rich history of Viking heritage that could really offend people. Yet they didn't, because they knew what they were doing. They made sure the runes were correct. They made sure the mythology was correct. And they kept true to how Vikings are. Same with Origin. They did that with the Egyptians. They made sure that was correct.
Doesn't the controversy like go a little bit deeper as well? Isn't there something to do with? I mean, like you say, like it's based on a true person.
Yeah.
Well, isn't it also the fact that he wasn't actually a samurai? Wasn't he like a squire or something? Like
No, he was a samurai. He was a samurai.
So he was a samurai.
Yes. But where the mistranslation gets of this, he was hired to be a bodyguard samurai to quite a low lord. So in samuraihood, lordship is your highest, and then you get, if you are hired to be a bodyguard, you are still considered a samurai under that person because your allegiance and your loyalty is to them. Once his master died, he becomes what's known as a ronin, which is a wandering samurai. You don't have a master to call to. You are a samurai, but you have no master. And that's what happens with Yasuke. He becomes a ronin later on in his time period. But there's, once again, people are jumping to conclusions before they've seen what story is played out. Like, they could play into he becomes a ronin. They could play into he has the title of samurai, but then loses the title of the samurai. And I think a lot of people also have the other controversy because the other character you could play is a female, and people don't understand. They're like, oh, but there weren't female samurais. No one stated in that game she is specifically a samurai. What she is doing is actually ninjutsu, which is the whole ninja trade of Japanese culture. And females were also ninjas. Like, that's in history textbooks.
Right. Okay. I'm glad to explain that because I didn't really understand what the whole thing was going on with.
Like this is something like I've had to sit down and like very much talk about because like it's very much a big like inspiration and influence on me. Like, I love samurai content. Like, literally the whole reason I have my name is Mugen is a Japanese whole thing of being infinite, things like that. Like, G already knows how much samurais mean to me. One of my favorite all-time shows is literally about samurais. So I know my shit when it comes to it, and I'll back case that Assassin's Creed are doing well in developing this game, and I want to see the story play. So then I have my full, this was really good, or this was really bad. Because if we want to really go into it, Ghost of Tsushima,
No.
Ghost of Tsushima, PS5 game, well, no, PS4 game when it came out. They called him a samurai. He was never a samurai, truly. Like, if we want to really go that levels, he was never truly a samurai because his master died before he even actually was trained to be that full level. So,
I mean, Assassin's Creed might be doing well. I mean, people might be like excited for that game. It doesn't look like the parent company is doing too well. There's rumors that Ubisoft are potentially going bankrupt, if I'm not mistaken.
yes,
is that right?
Yes. I didn't want to sour the mood, but yes, Ubisoft have had laid off quite a few staff members in the past few months, and a couple of projects that were in the works have either been scrapped or put on the shelf to be reevaluated in 2025. One in particular, I'm absolutely devastated about because Ubisoft still have their clutches on it. It's the Splinter Cell franchise.
Oh no, man! Someone needs to buy that off them and make another Splinter Cell.
Bro, literally, I have been praying for somehow Kojima. Imagine Kojima gets his hands. The guy who made Metal Gear. Imagine a Metal Gear Splinter Cell like game. Like, Kojima would be it, bro. That would be the one. But yeah, it sucks Ubisoft are going through this because Ubisoft have some of my favorite childhood games. Like as I said, I grew up. Me and my dad would play Splinter Cell because that was very much his. It's kind of like James Bond, but it's more army, and it was something he really enjoyed. He read a lot of the Tom Clancy books as well, so he was very much versed in the whole Tom Clancy universe. He really enjoys those series, and it just sucks because Ubisoft had such a perfect series with that, and then they kind of just gave up with it.
Yeah.
You see, the thing with Ubisoft at the moment is that they're bringing out projects that are half baked. To be honest with you,
Yeah.
And which goes back to my original point of companies expecting people to just take it, like pull your pants down and take it. Well, you'll fucking buy it anyway, no matter what condition we bring it out in. And it's not working anymore. And they're suffering the cost for it. Like every game that they're bringing out, like it's not doing very well. So, like you've got the cash cow games like Assassin's Creed that are always going to sell well, but in terms of like overall profit, I read that they're just not really hitting the marks at the moment, which is unfortunate. Like I don't want to see a company, I don't want to see people lose their jobs or anything. But at the end of the day, if you're not putting out quality, then that's what happens.
And for me, my problem with Ubisoft as well is they have IP titles that are so easy for them that is comfortable money. Like Just Dance is under the Ubisoft banner that a lot of people forget. That easily makes them money.
Yeah,
you've got.
I think Just Sing is under it as well, right?
Yeah, Just Sing. You've also got Rayman, like the Rayman Raving Rabbids games. If they just collab with Nintendo again, they can make another the Rabbids and Mario game. They like.
Well, this is the thing though. Like, you've got companies like Nintendo that sell so well because their franchises are just so popular.
And they're constantly evolving that franchise as well, though. It's not like they have gone and sat down and gone, we're going to give you Mario after Mario after Mario.
Yeah,
and it be the same. It's different every time.
You look at the Pokemon, how much that has evolved over years.
Exactly, yeah.
Pun intended. Like a couple of years ago, we got our first ever open world Pokemon game. That excited me so much because open world games were the thing.
Yeah, and we're now diving into that realm again with the newer Pokemon that's coming out.
I am so excited for this one.
It's called Pokemon ZXA, is it?
So it's called Pokemon Legends AZ.
AZ, that was it.
AZ was a character from the Kalos region, XY. He's the backstory of like Floret. Is it Florges? What's the baby one called? Florges is the big one. What's the baby one called? Anyway, Florges is the evolution, but it's the baby one. In the anime, his backstory is in the anime.
Oh,
for the
wow.
Kalos
I didn't
region.
know it was in the anime. That's cool.
Yeah, so it might be in the games and the anime, but either way, it's going to be about AZ, which is from Kalos region.
Yeah, and with that, it's not the standard Pokemon format either, because they're doing it as the Legends series. You can just
it'll be like Legends of Arceus.
Yeah.
I believe this is called Legends of AZ or Pokemon Legends.
Yeah, no,
AZ.
They've confirmed it's part of the Pokemon Legends series, so they are making a series with Legends.
Legends of Arceus.
Yeah, and then this is the next one, which I'm super excited for because, like as you said, it's one of the more fun regions for me, being XY. I enjoyed that.
Kalos is my favourite region. Anyway,
I was going to say Kalos is a really fun region. It's not my favourite, but
the first generation of fairy Pokemon. I was so excited.
Yeah, true. Yeah. And that was that's when Dragon finally had a type disadvantage because fairies were like, oh, yeah, what's up? We're fighting dragons. I still find that funny. The cutesy are going against the ginormous dragons.
You guys are talking a completely different language to me right now. I have no idea what's happening. I have no idea what's happening, but I'm excited that you guys are excited.
Have you never played a Pokemon game, Reese?
Never. I've never watched the shows either.
Well, this was the perfect time to get into a Pokemon game.
Yeah.
Because
but there's so much to learn, though.
No. Because I was going to mention something else that has came out, but 2025 they have already got a roadmap of trying to incorporate every new set of Pokemon packs. they have just released the Pokemon TCG Pocket.
Yes.
So you could play the Pokemon card game on your phone, and it will give you pre-made decks, and you just learn how to play. Me and G have been playing it quite consistently,
A lot.
trying to build decks. Yeah, like it's so easy.
Well,
like it's 10-minute games.
They announced an update coming later. By the end of the year, we'll have a new set, a new trade will be available, and things like that.
Trade's
I know three Pokemon. I know Pikachu, I know Charizard, and I know Eevee. They're the three that I know.
So you know the three staples, they're like 3 of the mascot Pokemon, so that's valid.
If you don't know Pikachu, then are you even a nice kid?
Yeah.
I mean, my favorite Pokemon of all time is still one of the poster boy Pokemon as well, being Gengar. Like Gengar is the poster boy child of like most psychic and ghost type Pokemon.
Okay.
So,
okay.
You can't even say it's not, G. If you go, name me a couple of Pokemon, Gengar still gets listed before your favorites.
I will say this: I watched Detective Pikachu and I quite enjoyed it.
It was good.
Yeah, Detective Pikachu's really good.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I thought that was very good. I think they should make another one.
Psyduck looked a bit creepy though.
Yeah, but he had to be. It's Psyduck. Psyduck always looks creepy. Speaking on animals that talk in weird languages, we have a very interesting sequel movie coming out of Zootopia 2 got confirmed for 2025.
Cool.
Yes.
I
only recently watched Zootopia because obviously being a parent, we end up watching other Disney movies.
I don't even think it was her that made you watch it. I think it was me because it's one of my favorites.
I was gonna say it was either you or Alice, but I have watched it now. I don't know where they can really go with the second movie. Like I felt like one was one and done. Like
I think they'll just make like some kind of story because obviously they're like police, aren't they? So they'll
I think the potential of just them doing like a new cop like scenario, they go and do another investigation, maybe. But
maybe the Fox will join the cops or something. I don't know.
Yeah, because like how they finished it, it was nice. It was like it made sense how they ended it. So I'm just like, it's a weird one, but I'm kind of excited to see where it goes. And Disney always kind of
Disney don't miss really.
I was gonna say they always kind of make really good sequels. Like they don't make pretty bad sequels.
Oh, Disney don't miss that. I mean, I would have said that a couple of years ago. I don't know about that anymore.
Yeah, no, Disney miss.
They don't. All right, Disney 98% of the time don't miss.
Oh, 98. Oh, I don't know. You know,
I was gonna say that's been quite nice to him because I was gonna say
that's been really nice.
If you're a Marvel fan like me, they be missing on some of the shows.
Or a Star Wars fan, to be honest.
Marvel, but I don't class it as Disney, so.
Yeah, but even the Disney films lately are like.
Hey, I was gonna say I enjoyed Inside Out.
Encanto. I really enjoyed Wish. And what else have they released?
Inside Out 2.
Inside Out 2 was so good.
Yeah. I heard Inside Out 2 was very good. Speaking of a Disney film that I'm excited for, it comes out this month, Moana 2. I'm very much looking forward to it.
Oh, yes, it's this month. I completely forgot it is.
I am very, very much looking forward to Moana 2. I got
so we can see the Rock.
Well, yeah, maybe. Well, actually, no. So we can hear Tamora Morrison talk again because Boba Fett's in Moana, and I don't care what anyone says.
It's so dope. It's so dope that
he's a voice in Moana. It's amazing. So I got made to watch Moana last year against my will. I was like, fine, I'll watch it. And then
against my will.
Yeah, I ended up really enjoying it. And I thought it was very good.
It was a good movie. It was really good.
It's one of their strongest. I think like Moana for me, like a lot of people are like, Frozen was one of the best of like the newer generation. For me, it's Moana because I was like,
I agree.
Could sit and enjoy this.
I think the way Disney do things well is the music. The music in Disney films keep you interacted because you're singing along. So
yes.
I really thought the art style in Moana 2 was
Yeah.
beautiful as well. Like the
Yeah.
animation was absolutely gorgeous in that film.
Also,
The little coconuts, they were like great.
I also wanted to state Moana is the first ever Disney movie that showed tattooing on screen.
Yeah.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, because they showed traditional Polynesian tattooing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, which is freaking awesome that is the first ever time they've done that. Look, obviously tattoos have exist on like freaking Disney and Disney movies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
If you've watched enough, one of the first ones that come to mind is Princess Kima from Atlantis. She
Yeah.
has all the blue traditional tribal tattooing paint and everything like that. But yeah, like I just thought that was a really cool thing that they added that in because it just shows, it's not something to be frowned upon.
No, yeah, I agree.
And I thought that was quite nice to have that progression to show kids like, hey, by the way, tattoos are not bad.
I don't really know many other Disney movies that are coming out that have been announced.
Yeah,
I do.
There's a couple.
There's a certain couple of Disney things that we can look forward to in 2025. They're not specifically Disney movies, but I would like to bring them up anyway because they're under the Disney banner. We have got season 4 of The Mandalorian coming out very soon, which I'm very excited for. That's going to be amazing. I'm very much looking forward to that. Because that sets up for 2026's Mandalorian and Grogu, which
is the movie they're planning on doing.
Yes, which I'm very much looking forward to. Mandalorian, probably the most consistent Disney TV show since they took over Star Wars, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I'd agree. Other than probably Bad Batch, but that's because animated. Like you can't really go wrong.
Yeah, well, yeah. But you've got the Mandalorian there, and like it sells itself. Just pictures of like Grogu just sells that TV show. I also want to give a quick shout out to any like audiobook listeners out there, or any just novel readers in general. We have got a new edition of the High Republic novels coming out in, I believe it's June.
I didn't know that. That's high.
Yeah, it's. I believe it's one. I believe it's one of the final chapters as well. If I'm not going to spoil anything for you, but we finally get to. Obviously, Markion Ro is now on Coruscant, and he has brought with him the levelers, plus this weird little disease thing that eats away a load of plants and stuff. It's going to be interesting to see where that goes.
Yeah, that sounds really cool.
It sounds really cool indeed, but even before that, we have something coming out on Audible, which I absolutely can't wait for. I found out about it today. It's part 2 of the Tempest Runner series, which is based on Lorna D. And it is going to be once again performed by a full cast of voice actors, which I'm very excited for. Yeah, it's unbelievable. So the first one was about her when she left the Nihil, which is like the main protagonist in the High Republic series. So it's about when she gets abandoned by the Nihil. This next book is about her helping the High Republic and the Jedi go after the Nihil, but it's the last audiobook and this audiobook is going to be performed by a full cast of people. Like usually an audiobook is only like voiced by one person. This is going to be voiced by about 6 or 7 voice actors, which I'm very much looking forward to. Yeah, one of them includes Mark Thompson, who voices Thrawn. And a lot of people are very excited. Obviously, he voices a few characters in the High Republic series. He also narrates the actual High Republic novels, so he's very much involved in it. But Lorna D's actress is coming back for a second run of it, which I'm really excited for as well. So there's a lot of great things for Star Wars fans to look forward to. But
absolutely.
Yeah, it's going to be really, really cool. I am excited for that. I just thought I'd mention that.
No, 100%. That's really cool stuff.
While you're on the subject of audiobooks and books, a book coming out next year that I'm very excited for is Soraya's autobiography.
Oh, yeah.
Was that next year?
She's writing that. Yeah.
March or April it's on pre-order. I'm not sure when. It's early next year.
Oh, that's amazing. That's well cool. I'll definitely be picking that up.
I mean, if we're gonna all do book recommendations, I never thought we'd all do this of people talking about books. This is fucking crazy for me because like G knows how much I actually read, like a lot.
I've never seen you read a book in my entire life.
You have seen on my phone the books I have saved.
That's not a book.
I can't buy the physical ones at the moment because they're not released into the UK, so I buy digital copies.
Manga doesn't count.
And manga is
Yes,
not
it does. Manga counts. Don't be horrible.
Not a book.
No, manga is not even what I'm going to talk about. And it's funny that Reese mentioned voice actors. You lot know how much I love D&D. There is a specific group a lot of people know. If you haven't been living under a rock, I am talking about Critical Role. A bunch of nerdy-ass voice actors that play D&D. They have just released Lardner's book, and it's a whole backstory of Campaign 3. And I am super excited.
Sorry,
I like that.
No, go for it.
Paul has just put that Soraya's autobiography comes out on the 27th of March.
Oh, perfect.
Nice.
Really soon.
I knew it was early, but I couldn't remember when.
Thank you for the exact date, Paul. Much appreciated.
Yeah, no, we really do appreciate that. But
yeah, that's the wish list.
I'm super excited for the Critical Role books to be fully properly released across everywhere. I've read the previous ones of Keyleth that, and I've read Mollymox. So this is just another great one for me to sink my teeth into because I always love the backstory of these characters. And they have also just announced Season 4 of Legend of Vox Machina has been greenlit for Amazon Prime. So we get another season.
Oh, I enjoy that show. I really enjoy that show.
Yeah, so we've finished all of Season 3 finished, and the day Season 3 finished, they got greenlit for Season 4, which is absolutely amazing.
Nice.
I love it.
I highly recommend if you guys haven't watched Season 3 or any of it, if you're interested in fantasy stories, not even just playing D&D or knowing of D&D, if you like fantasy and fiction in that level of like Lord of the Rings, but a bit more dark and grittier is the best way I can explain it. Go watch Vox Machina. It's absolutely perfect. I love that series to death. I could talk for ages about it, but I'm not going to. But if you're a Critical Role fan, you know how amazing we are in this current timeline of a situation and events.
Cool. If we're going to carry on with TV shows, I'm just going to throw out a few girly TV shows that I'm excited for that you guys probably... I know Ross has watched
Emily in Paris is going to be one.
Emily in Paris is getting another season. Kitty XO is getting another season. Ginny and Georgia is getting another season. Summer I Turned Pretty is getting another season. And I am freaking here for all of them.
The first 3 you mentioned, I've watched anyway and enjoyed those 3.
Yeah.
The only one I don't really care for, and that's because I was late to the party, was The Summer I Turned Pretty. Like, you put it on midway through the season, so I tried to catch up with it with you, and I'm like, I have lost all interest because I don't know half of these characters or what's going on. Like, but yeah, no, Ginny and Georgia, I'm super excited for because I think that story is so unique. It's such a good like series to just sit down and watch, and I like the dynamic of the different dads being involved with the different kids, and then obviously everything going on with Ginny in that situation.
I've never got to sit down and watch Ginny and Georgia. I do want to watch it.
You should have a watch. It's pretty good.
I think you would get really invested into it, Reese, because for me, as someone who likes a gripping story, you're hooked like second episode in.
Okay, yeah. I'll definitely give it a go then.
Like, obviously, it's got the rom-com tropes and, like, obviously, here's the romantic story side of it, but there's a lot of, like, dark undertones and, like, a deeper level of what's going on in the series. Kind of like how Euphoria had, where...
Oh, that's getting another season as well.
Yeah, I didn't even intentionally mean to do that. But
forgot about that.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a very well-written story, and I like a lot of the characters, especially seeing some of the kids kind of very much grow up on screen.
You basically watch them grow up,
Yeah, And it's not in the sense of you see them age, like visually age. You see them have to mentally grow up in that moment of situations occur to make them have to, oh shit, we've got to act on it. But yeah, Exo Kitty as well. That's awesome. It's getting another season, especially because how the previous season ended.
Yeah.
You left me on a fucking cliffhanger, and I hate that. I hate leaving me on cliffhangers. Just don't do it.
I believe the final season, I don't know if it's this year, like late this year or like next year. I believe the final season of Big Mouth is coming out as well.
Early into next year, I believe.
Yeah.
I think it is scheduled for around that time.
I'm very sad about it. I'm very sad. I love Big Mouth.
Yeah,
I hate when things are coming to an end. It's so sad.
Yeah. Exactly. You know, I mean, if we're talking coming to an end, non-animated TV shows, we've just recently seen the last few episodes of Outer Banks been released. I love Outer Banks. If no one has seen that, it's very good.
I need to catch up on the last few episodes.
I definitely recommend you watch it. It's very good. If I tried to explain it to anyone who's not seen it, I would end up spoiling it. But it's basically a load of teenagers that go treasure hunting, and that does not do it justice.
It really doesn't. I was gonna say, as someone who's watched quite a bit, that is like the most bare bone. I can't spoil anything. It's like
I really can't say anything more because I would spoil it. Like
yeah.
But it's so good. It's amazing. I would definitely recommend it. It's set in the Outer Banks, which is a place I believe it's near North Carolina, in America, which is it's near the Caribbean as well. It's really good. Just go watch it. Just go watch it on a limb, and you'll end up enjoying it. That's how I did it. Like it kind of just got advertised to me on Netflix years ago, and I was like, I'll give it a go, and I ended up loving it. Also,
I have the very similar situation as you. You know, like when you finish a series and it's like, oh, because you've watched this, you get recommended this.
Essentially, that's what happened. Yeah,
yeah, I had that happen with me, and I ended up watching like most of the season. I'm like, yeah, this is cool.
Yeah, it was. It's really good. Another thing that's coming to an end, a very slow end. It's getting on my goddamn nerves. We are due the next 5 episodes of Cobra Kai very soon to come out.
It is tomorrow.
I know, and it's very annoying because then we have to wait till February for the next 5 episodes.
It's literally the worst.
It's so dumb.
And the thing is, these 5 episodes are going to be the 5 episodes of the Sekai Taikai, which is the tournament. They're going to build up this tournament arc, end it on a cliffhanger. And I'm telling you now, it's going to be 2 major characters dropping a kick at each other. And that's where they'll cut the cameras to be like, who got the knockout kick in the next episode?
Oh yeah, it's proper pissing me off. Like, I'm not gonna lie, in a way, like it's annoyed me for real. Not just because I'm looking forward to the episodes and I can't wait for them. More the fact that like it's kind of annoying me the way they're doing it. Like it's like, all right, you're releasing it 5 friggin' episodes at a time. That's milking it a little bit. Like you're making the fans wait for no real reason, to be honest with you.
Okay, I've got a couple more TV shows.
I also have some, but G, go for it because I know there's one that you really want to burst out talking about.
There's 2, but I'll do one and then I'll do the other. So the first one is obviously Wednesday season 2.
Yeah.
That's very excited for that.
Have you saw who has potentially been joined into the cast?
Which I'm really excited to see what character or what role she's going to play. It's obviously going to be something new because this season's going to deteriorate away from everything. It's going to be all. It's going to be new, made.
They're going to add a lot more extra content for sure. Yeah. What I like is that they have added Lady Gaga as well because I don't know if a lot of people know this, but she has done creepy and horror characters before. She was in American Horror Story, so.
She was just in. I mean, she was literally just in Joker as well, so she knows how to do it.
For about half an hour.
Hey, she was all right. I didn't mind it. Like a lot of people gave Joker a lot of shit. I thought it was all right.
Yeah, it's okay.
And a lot of people have said it was quite bad, but yeah, she was good in American Horror Story though, so she can.
I loved her in American Horror Story.
And then the other thing. probably one of the most anticipated TV shows to come out is Stranger Things season 5.
Yep.
Yes. The
Oh
final
my
season,
God.
right? I believe.
Yes. We were speaking about
Final
things coming
season.
to an end. This is the final ever season of Stranger
So
Things.
all we know so far is we're getting 8 episodes. They're all going to be over an hour long, and we know what they're called. That is all we know. We don't have a release date. We have nothing.
Gee, it's not an hour long. They've said minimum, like most episodes are going to be feature length films, so that is like 1 hour 55 minutes minimum.
Either way.
Oh my God! Why? Jesus Christ!
It's gonna be amazing. I'm so excited. There's so many things I need answering.
Yeah, but right, okay, I'll pose it to you this way, right? If you ever go back and decide to watch Stranger Things, imagine getting through that last frigging season. In fact, no, not just that last season, the last 2 seasons, because the last season before that was like
had an
the
hour.
last episodes of there were like 2 hours long.
This is it though, but I've got a sneaky feeling that they're gonna drop them one at a time a week.
Yeah, they will.
And it's
That's what they did last time.
Oh, don't, because that was
last time they did half.
Season 4 they dropped the whole thing except for the last episode. Then the last episode
they
was
didn't. They
2
did
weeks
half
later.
a season, then half a season.
Yeah, they did. I remember. In fact, no, they did more than that. They did half a season, and then they released the rest of the season, and then I believe they released like the last 2 episodes like a week afterwards, 2 at a time.
That was it. Yeah.
Again,
that's why I got confused.
Stop milking it.
Either way, the anticipation for that show is so high. It better be good.
I know, right? Tell me about it. Please don't do a Game of Thrones.
Yeah, please don't.
Yeah.
Please don't.
So from some scrolling through TikTok and that, a lot of the actors are doing like interviews and things about the final season. Obviously, they can't give anything away, but David Harbour did an interview and he said that when the cast were reading the final episode script, they were just crying the whole thing.
Jeez.
I mean,
how are they going to explain the fact that the actors probably look about 4 years older?
I know.
Oh, trauma.
They're supposed to be playing like 15-year-olds. Millie Bobby Brown's like 22.
Bro, they're just gonna say trauma as age them. That's all they're gonna say.
Yeah, but the show is literally taking place directly after season 4, where Vecna.
Yeah, the problem is Lucas always looked older than his character anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
But I think the thing is they're just gonna literally explain it as like puberty and stuff like that. That's all it will be.
What's his face? Mike as well. He's like he looks so different now.
Yeah.
Way different.
Also, speaking about things coming to an end and then milking it of dropping multiple episodes in between parts, Arcane season 2 literally has just came out.
Let's not talk about it though.
No, I'm not going to spoil anything or anything. This is the final season of Arcane. Arcane is one of my absolute favorite animated. Yes, it was only ever scheduled to be 2 seasons.
Oh.
But we might be getting spin-off series about other characters and other universes. Cool. Yeah. So Arcane is set in the League of Legends universe. It is the prequel stories of certain characters. So it follows the story of Vi, Powder, Echo, and a couple of others. Obviously, G is only currently halfway through season 1. She's watching season 1 with me, so we can both blind watch season 2 together. But I just kind of wanted to give a really big shout out to Arcane because I think it pushes the barrier of people having introductions to video game content that gets made into a series, like same as Last of Us and stuff like that. I'm glad. I'm glad we're finally getting good video game adaptations into TV series like Fallout. I thought Fallout was really good.
Yes, that's supposed to be coming out next year as well.
Yes.
Oh yeah, season 2 of Fallout as well.
Season 2 of Fallout.
That's
we don't know the release of it yet, but that is meant to be happening at some point.
Yeah.
I literally spaffed everywhere when I saw New Vegas. Sorry for the spoilers.
Oh yeah. Spoilers, by the way. End of Fallout. New Vegas.
I know.
I was Yeah, G acting like I didn't realize where it was, and then there's me like I'm not saying anything until she says it's New Vegas because I wanted her to see
I
if
knew
she
it,
knew
mate.
it
As soon as I saw him walking in that desert,
Yeah.
I was like, "That's the Mojave. That's the Mojave."
Yeah.
And then the camera
Yep.
turns, and you see the lucky 38, and I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, as soon as you see the numbers, I was just like, "Yep, done deal. I know where new season's going. I'm hyped." So sick. Oh,
Oh God,
G
I'm
fell
so
in
excited.
excitement. But yeah, like I just think it's really great to have these video games to TV and movies happening and actually being good again. Silent Hill is getting that treatment. Silent Hill previously had a movie, and it's getting a direct sequel to the first ever original Silent Hill movie that was good. We don't talk about
That's
the other
very
one. That
cool.
was a different director. And the original director is coming back, and he is literally called the film Return to Silent Hill. So I'm very excited because Silent Hill is a very near and dear video game series to my heart. So I'm super excited for that as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's not much else to really talk about other than
I've got one TV show to mention. I don't know if it's going to be 2025, but 50 Cent announced he's making a Grand Theft Auto Vice City series, which is really cool.
Okay,
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
don't know if I don't know if it's going to be actually the Vice City story from GTA, which I'd be fine with, or it's set in the Vice City universe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, 50 Cent is known for making Power, all the spin-off shows. He's currently working on a Sean Diddy Combs documentary called "Did He Do It?" Apparently. So he's very well versed. He's got his own production company. He's kind of moved into production, and apparently he's working on a Vice City TV show, which is going to be well good. I'm very excited for that.
Yeah, that'd be so cool if that actually happened.
Hell yeah!
Sorry, what was the one you wanted to say as well?
Oh, something that's not TV, that's like more concert, like.
Okay, I'm down. I'm down.
In-person event that I'm excited for.
I'm down
The
for what you're
Sidemen
laying down.
announced their charity football match, and we're going to try and get tickets for that. So
Oh yeah. Sidemen doing the charity match. It's been
because if
announced
new
they're
guys
doing it
didn't
in
know, me
Wembley.
and Ross are really big Sidemen fans.
Yeah.
Hey, fair
Yeah,
enough. Hopefully you get tickets, man.
If you see G's Instagram every
I
time Sidemen
absolutely
Sunday is
hate
on, she'll
football,
post
but I'll go and watch the Sidemen play football.
Yeah, I mean, well, if you want to talk about like live events and all that sort of stuff, My Chemical Romance just announced a new tour. Hopefully, it's coming to Europe. I will try and get tickets for that.
Do you know what the tour is?
Yeah, the Black Parade one.
Yep, they're doing start to finish of the whole Black Parade album.
What is it called?
Yeah. It's called Welcome to the Black Parade. Like that's the tour.
Is it like an anniversary tour?
Yeah, it must be. Yeah.
Oh, I would go to that if that's the case.
Yeah,
that's my favorite album.
They are literally playing Welcome to the Black Parade in its entirety. That is what the whole tour is.
I love that album. I would probably go to that then.
Yeah, it's got my favorite ever song by them on there. So
Famous Last Words, amazing.
It's they've announced the US legs of the tour, but people are assuming they're going to be coming to Europe because they made a lot of money. So. They made a lot of money last time they came over. They weren't. I mean, it wasn't that long ago that they were here. It was like 2 years ago.
No, 2 years ago. I was meant to go, but I sold my ticket because I moved away because I was going to see them when it was in Cornwall, and then I moved. So.
Oh man, that's peak.
Yeah, it happens. It's all good.
I mean, in terms of concerts, we have tickets for 21 Pilots.
Yep.
We have tickets for Yumi at Six's final ever tour show.
Yeah. So excited.
What else do we have next year? I think
Sleep
the rest.
Token,
I have next
this year.
No, Sleep Tokens this month though.
Yeah.
I have Neck Deep in January.
Nice.
That'll be fun. I've seen them about 4 times. So
I'm still contemplating going to Slam Dunk because they have announced a couple of new bands and Day to Remember are there, and I've never seen a Day to Remember live.
to.
And
Yeah.
that
Well,
is
have you seen the download festival?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it looks good.
It does look good.
I really want to, like, the problem is I'm so torn because I want to know what day is playing what, because I'm already going to see Sleep Token, and don't get me
It'll
wrong.
be in that order. So
Yeah.
Green Day will be Friday, Sleep Token will be Saturday, Corn will be Sunday.
But that's my problem. I want to see Corn. Out of the most of them, want to go see Corn, and I can't really do a Sunday because then I would have to book the Monday off.
Yeah, see, I'm not too bothered because I'm seeing Sleep Token this month anyway.
That's what I'm saying. For me, Saturday would be the ideal day, but I'm already seeing Sleep Token, so I don't want to have to re-see them unless they're playing songs that aren't on the set list that they're currently playing.
Yeah.
Shout out to Poppy, who's going to be at download. If you're a
Yeah.
wrestler fan.
She's the best. She is literally amazing.
So there's a lot of bands we could literally shout out on that download.
She's got an album. I don't know if it's out yet. November.
No,
I don't know
not
when in
yet.
November, but she's got an album coming out.
I
in
love Poppy.
November.
Me and John were going to go see Poppy, but we had to cancel because of the Rona.
I saw her in February this year.
Yeah.
No, amazing. I'm jealous.
Yeah. Was it February? Was it that early?
Yes, it was.
No, I
Yeah,
don't think it was. February, March. Whenever she was in the UK early this year, we went to see her. We literally booked the tickets like 2 days before. It was literally a fly.
I'm trying to get Bullet for my Valentine tickets for February.
I hope you enjoy.
Oh, mate, I love Bullet.
I got January tickets.
I hate saying this because obviously, like, people progress and stuff. I saw Bullet for My Valentine live in 2010, and I can't say they were that good.
Really, that surprises me. Actually,
Yeah,
that does surprise me.
I'm seeing them with the work
a lot since then. You know, it's nearly 12, 14 years later.
Yeah.
So, but then you're saying that though. In 2010, I saw Bullet for My Valentine. Their support band was Bring Me the Horizon. Now you imagine what state Bring Me were in back then.
Yeah.
And I vowed after that gig that I would never listen to Bring Me again. But you look at how far they've developed.
Hi, I made you listen to them again.
Obsessed with them now.
I love being that person to be like, I made G re-listen to Bring Me, and she doesn't regret her decision now. She has a Bring Me tattoo. Says enough.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna. I mean, I've got tickets for Slipknot in December. I really want to go to that. I think I'm gonna have to get rid of them, unfortunately, but I'm not too sure.
What day? What day?
Whatever day, I don't even know anymore. Whatever day they are in the Co-op Live Arena.
Because I tried to get tickets for Birmingham but couldn't.
Yeah. I mean, the skyrocketing now, the prices.
We'll talk after the podcast. We might sort something.
I mean, I still kind of want. I mean, I already maybe promised it to someone else. I gave them first dibs.
It's probably in the middle of the week anyway, so carry on.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I give them. If I was gonna, get rid of him, I said I'll give you first dibs because the person who I wanted to go with, like, is kind of a bit flaky at the moment, so I can't really go with him. Yeah. So it's like I'm just like, I'm gonna miss out on Slipknot.
The new Poppy album is out tomorrow.
Oh, dope.
Perfect. We get Cobra Kai and we get Poppy. Nice.
I thought it was end of November.
Oh, nice. I like that.
I'll be listening to that on my way to work then. But yeah, other than that, I don't really have much else to talk about now.
Okay. So I have one last thing to close it off.
Go for it, dude.
Were we all Xbox kids at some point?
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Okay, so here's a query for you. There were one of two Xbox games options. You either had Halo or you had Gears of War.
Yeah.
Which one did you guys play?
It's funny that you say this because the day the Xbox 360 came out, I got Halo 3 and Gears of War on the same day.
Oh, okay. You were spoiled for choice then. You got both the bangers.
I was very lucky. But if you're gonna ask me, I I had the original Xbox, and the very first game I was ever bought on there was Halo Combat Evolved.
Okay, so you're a Halo guy then. You're a Halo guy.
Yeah, so if I had to choose, it would be Halo, but it's very close.
The reason why I asked this, Gears of War announced their prequel game of Gears of War
Ooh.
E-Day. This
Nice.
This is a full prequel of Marcus and Dom, literally as the events of E-Day are happening. You play literally a week before Gears of War 1 happens, pretty much.
Oh, I love that. I love that.
Dude, I could not be happier. This is such a return to my love of Gears of War because it's my boys. Don't get me wrong, I loved Gears of War 4 and 5 where it was their kids and then being older and stuff like that. But it's my boys, it's my duo. Like I'm so down. If I need to freaking buy it on Xbox Game Pass, I'll do it so I can just play it because obviously I don't own an Xbox now, but my PC. I'll turn it into an Xbox machine and just play Gears of War. Like I'm just
I'm totally with you on that, dude. Like you say, like I do enjoy 4 and 5, like the kids and all that sort of stuff. Like, but at the end of the day, like fighting the original Locust, like there's nothing better than that. There's nothing better than it.
Freaking I don't. So this is going real old school with it. The Hammer of Dawn, the first ever mission you get at the Hammer of Dawn, where you're going through like that church building, and then you just beam this giant boss monster down, and you're just like, yeah, I feel good. Also, freaking Carmine, the first ever time he gets his gun jammed, and you have that scene. Freaking, yeah. I could talk about Gears for days. I'm just so happy Gears of War E-Day was announced. And yeah, I kind of wanted to finish on that because for me, it's such like a nostalgia thing. And I just wanted to know if you guys ever really played Gears because we've never really had that conversation of like,
yes. I spent a lot of my Xbox 360, Xbox Live days was split between 3 games. One was GTA 4. Another was Forza Motorsport 4 because we all just built cars and raced each other. Yeah, and the other one was Gears of War 3 Horde mode.
Yes, Horde mode. My man knows.
Yes, Horde mode was sick. Like when you got to like round 10 and you have to fight a Brumac, and it was impossible.
So I'm very much the same as you. I had 3 games that I always would play, like any chance I could on my 360. Gears of War, like 3. I'd play that relentlessly. Campaign mode, Horde mode. I'd literally play against my mates any chance we could as well. Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Hence why I'm a massive fan of it, because Marvel vs. Capcom is just the GOAT. Always has been. And then I don't know if many people remember this, Burnout. Like the Burnout.
Of course, I remember Burnout. Of course,
Burnout Revenge, best games ever.
Yeah, so I used to play Burnout Revenge on my 360 all the time.
Paradise was my favorite.
Paradise, well, yeah, because Paradise was basically everything you liked about all previous Burnouts put into one game, and the fact it had pretty much like a half open world situation with the game was absolutely amazing.
And the soundtrack.
Soundtrack. Burnout has never had a bad soundtrack.
I can't say it.
It's never had a bad soundtrack. But yeah, that's why I wanted to kind of wrap up on is that a lot of really cool things to be excited for in 2025. And if you guys stick around with our podcast for 2025,
and that's just the non-wrestling stuff, all the good wrestling stuff.
But
we won't get into that today.
One of my friends was very excited about a game that came out today. I'm not a big fan of it, but I've seen some of the gameplay and it looks really nice. If you're a fan of that kind of game, shout out to Square Enix for bringing out Dragon Quest 3 Remastered today.
Oh yes,
that's out today.
Yeah, it's out right now, so you can get it right now.
I can't because I don't get paid till tomorrow.
Not sponsored.
I know, right? I feel like I should be working for Square Enix.
Hey, yo, Square Enix, if you ever want to sponsor us, I'm a massive Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy fan and Dragon Quest. So yeah, I'll happily take a sponsorship. Thanks.
Yeah, Dragon Quest 3 Remastered is out right now. You can go play it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, you guys are lucky I didn't take you on a massive tangent at speaking about Magic the Gathering because we just had the new Magic the Gathering set out. So I didn't. Yeah, as I said, I didn't. I could have gone into that for ages. But yeah, if you guys stick around with us in 2025, we will also be talking our pop culture like we do here and there. But we also have all our wrestling things to talk about in 2025.
Hell yeah.
We're going to do very much our who we think is going to be champions of next year and then everything like that and things to look forward to. You will see reactions from us like always about the upcoming pay-per-views, and we'll do live reactions
Lots
again
of cool
like we used
stuff.
to. So loads of cool things.
We've got I just want to point out something. We've got a bit of a recap to do, guys, because at the start of this year, we did who we think is going to be a champion by that time next year. I want to see if any of us were right.
Oh yeah, we should do that. Well,
yeah,
we can incorporate it somewhere.
I think we could do it on our end of the year podcast. We can incorporate like what we did and didn't.
I've got an idea. We'll talk when we go off.
Okay.
Can I just say so that I've just remembered something, right? And it's you never know. Okay, one of my predictions earlier this year, you asked me who I think is going to be AEW Women's Champion. Okay, my answer was Tegan Nox. My answer was Tegan Nox, and this is while she was still signed to WWE.
It was. I forgot you said that.
Yeah. Oh, no. Like, you never know. If I call that...
I mean,
can you imagine?
That'll be funny. World's End happens the literal last day of 2024, and Tegan Nox comes in and wins. That'll be crazy. But yeah, we'll definitely talk 2025 wrestling. It's been an interesting year of 2024. We're close to the end, but we still got a month of wrapping things up. You guys will get to see some little fun quizzes still to come from us guys, which is going to be some really good fun. And yeah, just keep an eye on all the socials that we have for any upcoming posts and things we will be doing. With that, Reese, do you want to wrap us up?
I've got the hiccups, but I will try my best. Thank you very much for watching Outcasted, guys. I hope you enjoyed the episode of Pop Culture today. It's been an absolute pleasure talking TV shows, games, books, anything you can possibly imagine in this lovely episode. If you want to go follow us, Ross just said, like, you can go follow us on all of our social medias on X/Instagram/ TikTok at Outcasted OC. All of our individual channels will be in the description down below as well. Stay tuned because next week we've got a wrestling themed podcast on the way for you guys. Go check out Courtney's review of Monday Night Raw. That's sitting on the channel for you right now if you want to go. Speaking of going somewhere, go and subscribe to the channel and hit the thumbs up so you never miss a video, because you'll be clicking that bell at the same time, won't you? Yes, you will. But for now, guys, I hope you have an absolutely amazing rest of your week. Enjoy your weekend coming up, and peace out.
Bye. Deuces.